All right, here we are for pre-pop Toy Story 3, and we saw it in 3D.
Yeah, I've never decried 3D, and I've always seen good attributes, but I have a splitting headache specifically from 3D. I liked the movie, but it was not worth this headache. Wow. And the 3D wasn't even like in your face or anything. It
Yeah,
was
it
just
was
that,
just added depth.
yeah, man. I read this thing that Ebert wrote about 3D and why he just didn't like it, and I was thinking, maybe he's getting too old, or, maybe it's not as much about the money as he's thinking. Dude, I do not want to see another 3D movie if I'm going to have a headache this bad from it.
Alrighty, well, headaches aside,
Okay.
I loved that movie a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was a great film.
It was a lot of fun.
It's like, I have nothing bad to say about it. Like, not a single complaint.
I wish there were more humans.
Well, they're not really the people, and I was surprised at how many humans were in it.
Oh, because of the daycare?
Yeah, well, no, the Becky, or whatever her name was.
Oh, the little girl.
Yeah.
She was really cute.
So if you haven't heard well, you've probably seen the trailers. The idea is that Andy is going off to college.
Yeah.
And that the toys somehow end up at a daycare center. And it's not what they seem to think it is, and I'll leave that as the plot. It's really good. It's a very well thought out way to handle a sequel. They're very, I mean, at this point, Toy Story 1 might as well have come out 1 billion years ago. And I think a strength of this film is it really looks at the amount of time that has passed. Because, I mean, everyone who saw Toy Story when they were a kid, they're adults now. And there's a great
nostalgia.
There's so much nostalgia. There's a fantastic, like, I don't want to say it, but the ending of that film is really good.
Wow, that was a tearjerker.
Really, like, I now understand because I kept seeing polls where it's like, did you cry at the end of Toy Story 3? And it's like, I wonder if it's just like, I miss these characters. No. I almost had a couple tears. Like, it is a legitimately fantastic ending.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. And I think it actually is like, it felt like the end of an era of like, for that movie where it was a really good ending for all three.
Yeah, no, that was great. I mean, and especially that since Toy Story was really the one that legitimized 3D film.
Yeah.
I guess we live in a new world where 3D CG films legitimized the CG film. Now that 3D has its own term these days. But that was great. I guess just to cover the bases, we have Tom Hanks was great again as Woody. Like, did not forget how to play that character. Tim Allen, well, everyone was good as who they were. I was surprised at how good the Slinky replacement was.
The dog?
Yeah, that was since Jim Varney's dead, that was a very good
voice
actor who just was imitating Jim Varney. If you didn't know, if you missed that news, and I'm sorry if I was the one to inform you about the passing of Jim Varney, the replacement sounds just like him.
The funny stuff with Buzz Lightyear was still fresh and funny.
Yeah, I really wish I hadn't seen, and I won't spoil for people who haven't seen it, but I wish they had not talked about that in the trailers.
They did?
Yeah, that's in one of the trailers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I would like to dance around that because it's really funny. Like Buzz, they have a lot of great gags with. I had thought that Buzz, they had kind of run his course with how they handled him in the second film, but tons of great new Buzz Lightyear gags.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I just really it still felt fresh. It wasn't like as golden as the first movie, but it was definitely a really strong sequel for the trilogy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I really dug it. It was heartwarming and there was danger.
It was well written.
Yeah.
It had such a big cast. I mean, you have all the old characters. Well, most of the old characters.
The balance with all the characters.
You have a whole new set of daycare characters. You have the Becky House characters. Like a big cast in this film, and no one felt underutilized. No one felt over.
Mm-hmm.
It really well balanced. They knew when to change scenes. The pacing was fantastic.
It was also a coming of age tale.
Yeah, it was just, there was a lot going on in this film where
And it didn't feel overdone or underdone, and you didn't want more from someone.
Yeah.
It was like the right amount of everything.
You could really feel the growth that Pixar itself has gone through since its very first film.
Well, I still don't think it was quite as good as like Toy Story 1, but I think that it was really good.
I am really, really pleased with how this film is. Oh man, like I said, glowing endorsement. A lot of the new voices are really funny. Michael Keaton as Ken is a huge standout for me.
They have some good adult specific humor that isn't inappropriate for children.
Yeah, fantastic. Like wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
You will laugh at that.
And your kids it'll go right over their heads.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there was
And
a lot of great.
You know what I loved the most?
What'd you like the most?
Hearing the kids behind us giggle at the jokes and stuff.
It was great because like I laughed pretty much at everything.
Yeah, and there were a lot of families in there. Even on a Monday night, which we usually do not see a lot of people in the theater on Monday night.
Monday night usually empty. This was packed.
Yeah.
Well, packed for a Monday.
Yeah.
Pretty busy.
Yeah.
Like most crowded movie we've seen since we saw Avatar, which was also in 3D.
Okay, so what do you think about it being 3D?
The 3D didn't add anything. It really didn't, and I really, at certain points, like I had to kind of like close my eyes for a little bit. Like I had to close one eye to make it 2D again, just to give my eyes a rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to take my glasses off. I mean, I'm sorry to have started off the pre-popped with 3D, but you just wouldn't believe the headache I've got, and I kept it at bay by taking the glasses off for a little bit, but then it was like disappointment because you take the glasses off and you're just not seeing
it's
it well.
jibber jabber on the screen.
Yeah.
And I would hate to miss any part of this film. Oh man, like definitely if you go to see this film, make sure you're all bathroomed up and anything. You don't want to miss any part of this.
Oh hey, so what did you think of the short beforehand?
I thought it was a little too long. I really dug it. It's really visually amazing.
And it's super creative.
Oh yeah. I got tired with it.
Yeah, it was a little long too.
It's like, I get it.
Yeah.
But it had charm. It had lots of charm. Better than the one in front of Ratatouille.
I don't remember that. I never saw that.
That was the alien abduction.
I never saw it.
Oh, okay. And
I still really like the one with the birds on the line where there's like too many birds on the power line.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like the shorts. Actually, a quick little side note, Marvel movies from now on are going to have shorts in front of them too.
Really?
Yeah, because they realize that they have characters that don't warrant a feature film.
Oh.
So in front of some of the future, they're going to have like a 10-minute long Doctor Strange short or Luke Cage or any of those kind of things. But back to Toy Story, that movie's awesome.
Yeah, Toy Story is really good.
I am gushing. I am super happy. I'm going to have a smile about this film for the rest of the week.
I just wish we had gotten to like borrow or find a copy of Toy Story 1 before we'd seen it. Yeah. Because I think that would have like helped bring out the whole nostalgia and then like reminded us of all the other things that they probably referenced in the movie that we don't quite remember.
Not having watched it kind of worked for me because it went off the whole thing where it's like I haven't seen Toy Story in years.
Yeah, it's
just kind of like the toys. I put that movie in a box and have not seen it, and it's like old friends coming back after a long time.
See, I'm one of those people. I love to read. If I've read the books, then I love to reread the latest book that goes with whatever movie. So if there are 2 movies that go before this one, I would want to see them. But it didn't take anything away. The story still stood on its own. It gave enough backstory for you to have gotten it.
The opening is really funny. Like there's a opening
oh
sequence
yeah. That was good.
Fiction, as you would say, and you laughed harder than anyone in the world at a certain joke in the beginning of that film.
I did, and it was
hilarious.
Really funny. I thought I was the only person laughing in the theater, and it may have been that I was the only person laughing out loud.
It was a funny joke, and it really got to it. It was really, I think that was helpful because of how charming and weird that beginning was. It kind of helped ease you into, because if they had just started on the downer note where it's like, Andy's going to college.
Yeah.
But it eases you into the film. That's a great, like, man, that's great. If you love Toy Story as a kid, you are going to really dig this film because I think it's strong.
10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds. Strong for the people who saw it back in the day, strong for new people.
Okay, thoroughly enjoyed it. 2 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up. We're
Review
all
soon.
good. Bye, guys.